Welcome to Happy Healthy Living with Yvonne Douglas. My name is Doug, and today we're going to make some delicious chicken pad thai. Stay tuned. Chicken pad thai is actually a variation of the classic Thai dish called pad thai, which is typically made with shrimp or tofu. Pad thai itself has an interesting history. It really became popular in Thailand around the 1930s and 1940s. It was kind of promoted as a national dish by the Thai government to foster a sense of national identity and also to encourage the use of rice noodles. As it traveled around the world, it became super popular in Western countries, especially as Thai cuisine became more global. And of course, chicken pad thai is just a variation that a lot of people love because chicken is a really popular protein. Okay, let's talk about our ingredients for a delicious pad thai. First of all, we're going to need chicken breasts. I have two here that I have marinated in some peanut butter and soy sauce, garlic powder, onion powder, salt, and pepper. So basically, a teaspoon of garlic and onion powder, salt and pepper, probably about a teaspoon each. And then you get some peanut butter, about a tablespoon, and some soy sauce, maybe about a teaspoon or so. Mix those together and then just brush it onto the chicken. I also used a little bit of crushed red pepper, just a little tiny bit, like a pinch. Um, Here we have sprouts. I got these sprouts at Sprouts, but you can check your local grocery store to see if they have it. But these are very important to have in your pad thai. Um, all you do is rinse them, and we're going to be cooking them in with the dish. About 1 cup of onion that has been diced up small. That is about a third of a cup of green onion or scallion. We're going to be using some peanuts. Notice that mortar and pestle. We're going to be crushing those peanuts up. That's approximately about a fourth of a cup. And then cilantro. We're going to use approximately about a third of a cup of cilantro. Over here is very important. This is our Thai noodles. These are rice noodles that I got in the Asian section of Target, but you can check your local grocery store. Just get yourself some rice noodles. These are gluten-free, wheat-free, very easy to make. Just get some water, 4 quarts of water, boil it, add the noodles, and let it cook for 4 to 6 minutes. Very easy. And then here we go for our sauce. This is very important. We're going to be using 1/4 cup of ketchup, 2 tablespoons of fish sauce. This fish sauce I found this in Target in the Asian section. We're going to be using about a fourth of a teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes, about a teaspoon of garlic, minced garlic, 2 tablespoons of sugar. Hopefully, I said 2 tablespoons of the fish sauce. I hope I didn't say 2 teaspoons, but it's 2 tablespoons of the fish sauce. We're going to be using approximately a teaspoon of soy sauce, 2 eggs, and about 1 tablespoon of creamy peanut butter. And you can use any brand you'd like. And then we're using the juice of 1 lime and garlic powder, onion powder, a little bit of ground ginger, and salt and pepper. So those are the ingredients for your delicious chicken pad thai. Let's get cooking. Okay, so the very first thing we're going to do is make our sauce, super important. So I am using a fourth, I'm using a fourth cup of ketchup. I'm going to start out by using our ketchup. I'm going to add my half a teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes. I'm adding my teaspoon of minced garlic, my 2 tablespoons of sugar. I'm going to be using 2 tablespoons of this fish sauce. 1 and 2. And I'm going to be using 1 tablespoon of peanut butter. Teaspoon of soy sauce. And the juice of 1 lime. So I'm going to add my lime juice. I'm going to add a little bit of garlic powder. A little bit of onion powder. Touch of ginger. Tiny bit of salt. And a little bit of pepper. Just a teeny bit. Already has that crushed red pepper flakes in there. And then I'm just going to mix all that. Always important that you taste it. Very yummy. Very yummy. Let's look at our chicken. We're going to pound our chicken to approximately 1/2 inch thick. Okay, that looks good too. All right, so now we're going to cut this up into bite-sized cubes. Okay, so that's what your chicken should look like, these little bite-sized cubes. We're going to cook these up now. Okay, so I'm heating up my pan here. I'm going to add a little extra virgin olive oil to the base, just a little bit. Okay, so I think my pan is heated up. I'm going to add my chicken now. So we want to just cook up our chicken. How long do you cook your chicken? Well, this should probably cook for approximately 10 minutes. Now while my chicken is cooking back there, I'm going to get my mortar and pestle and my peanuts, and I'm just going to add the peanuts. But you don't want them so large. Okay, that looks good. Put them back. And you want to check if you see a big piece, just take a bite. But that looks good. All right, let's check on our chicken. Okay, our chicken's looking pretty good. Been cooking for around 5 minutes. I'm going to give it another 5 and it should be done. Okay, our chicken's almost done. I'm going to give it about another minute. Remember, when you're cooking your chicken, you need to constantly stir it around. You want to make sure all sides of those little chicken cubes are cooked. So I'm going to give this about 1 more minute. Okay, I'm going to remove my chicken now with a slotted spoon. This is a slotted spoon, in case you didn't know. And we're just going to transfer our chicken to this bowl here and lower my heat. I cooked that basically on a medium heat. medium to high. Okay, so we have all our chicken out. Perfect. Now I'm going to add my onions. And let that cook up just a little bit. And that's just in the chicken drippings, a little bit of that oil. Want to add just a little bit more oil, you can. And then in this small bowl, I'm going to crack my eggs. Let's do this. I'm going to crack my eggs in here. And I'm just going to beat the eggs up with a fork. Just like that. And then I'm going to add the egg to the onions. And all you're going to do there is just let that set for a little bit, and then you're going to move it around. Just like that. With the onions. And this is being cooked on a low flame. Okay. And then into that, I'm going to add my sprouts. We're just going to move that around. And you don't have to cook this long. Just toss it around a few times. We already have our water over here ready to boil, so we can cook up our noodles. I'm going to add my chicken back in here. And just toss that around. Going to do a couple of shakes of ginger. Toss that. Then I'm going to add my sauce. Give that a toss. And the last step, we're going to add our noodles. Just added our rice noodles that have been cooked. I actually cooked them a little bit longer than what the instructions said, because I thought they were too hard at 6 minutes. So I added a few more minutes to it. But anyway, look how yummy that looks. Mmm. So good. I'm going to add some salt and pepper. Salt. And a little bit of pepper. That looks good. All right, give that a stir, and then we're going to plate it. Okay, so I have my cilantro. I'm going to just put approximately a third of a cup in here. Now the peanuts and the scallions I'm actually going to add by plate. All right, so I'm going to use my tongs here, and I'm going to put it in this Asian bowl. So I got this Asian bowl at a Chinese restaurant a long time ago. I was with my ex, and I love the bowl so much that they served it, and I said, "Hey, is there any way I could get one? I'll buy it from you." And the lady gave me one, and I was so excited. Comes with this beautiful little cover. And anyway, there's my chicken pad thai. I'm gonna add some scallions on top and peanuts. Beautiful. Look at that. That looks so good. Thank you so much for joining us today on Happy Healthy Living with Yvonne Douglas. Remember, if you want that homey vibe, you need to subscribe, and please give this video a like. Until next time, my friends, happy healthy living. Bye-bye.